James, do you have a song loaded? Or
yeah, I have a sketch. It's quite an odd one, I'm going to be honest. This is from Chris Morris, a radio series he had called Blue Jam, which basically, when he knew no one would be listening to it, so he just wrote the weirdest stuff he could. And so here is a sketch entitled Baby Fights.
Generally, to start, it's the one-to-one combat. 2 18-month-old babies are placed in a pen made from old crates or sometimes a plastic paddling pool. They're held apart when the bets are being made. And then the baby man makes his noise. That's the signal that we're going to start, and we let them go. And they hit and scratch and kick and do whatever they want to do to maim or stop or floor the other kid. In a good fight, it's very, very clear who's won. There's a kid on the floor in a pool of blood or vomit, and there's a kid running around, and it's the kid who's running around who's the winner. Victoria, that's our girl. She's just right in there biting, and she does this lip bite thing. She bites the other baby's lips. She has these great false teeth. We had them made for her so she'd look good in her photos. They have protection. A kitchen sifter with the handle bent round the back of the head to hold it on. That's good because when they're fighting with knives, you know, we stick modeling knives to their hands and feet. Sometimes if a baby is beating another baby real bad, the mother of the baby that's getting the beating will try to rescue the baby and attack the other baby that's beating up on her baby. I think that's pathetic. I mean, if you want to fight a baby, then you can, if you pay. An adult will pay quite a lot of money to fight a baby, and some of those adults really, they don't know when to stop.
Big Wednesday.
He does that. He does it. You know, he pays his $5 to kick the shit out of his
stomach.
I mean, for me, I just don't see how any adult who does that can be quite right. When I watch it, I think, God, you must somehow be pretty spiritually weak or something. I like the screaming bets. We do this thing on the little kids, like 8 weeks old. This guy with the really horrible voice holds the baby's face about 6 inches away from his mouth, and he just screams and screams and screams like a camel, real loud. And then we bet how long the kid will cry for. I don't think it has any effect on the kids, do you?
Well,
I mean, I would retire Victoria if she killed somebody, if she killed the baby, or if she made a habit of it, or yeah.
No, you missed your chance, Val.
Shit!
Okay, basically Val was going to say something inappropriate as he came in.
But I wouldn't
Partly
have
our running gag we start the episode with, and partly after Ciarán's accident after the last song.
Wait, the reach around will be glorious, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, if that never makes it into the audio, then now people are just going to be very confused.
Yeah.
What's this about, a reach around? What is going on in that studio? To the webcam!
The first thing you'll see on the webcam is Ben wearing no pants. So
I'm the only one who committed.
Yeah.
But
if you want me to take off my pants, I will.
It's okay. I know it impedes your creative process.
Yeah. Maybe we should qualify the reach around and say that.
You can't qualify a reach around.
Qualified into the semi-finals.
And there's a bit of a football game coming up soon.
Oh, yes.
Do we have a date?
Hopefully.
Oh.
No.
Ooh.
It's not.
It's moving too fast.
It's mere ideas at the moment, but yeah, I very much want it to happen.
We still haven't actually explained what it is, so people are still very confused about what it actually is.
Well, basically it's going to be 10 people on the pitch doing reach-arounds.
Yeah. There'll be a couple of balls there.
That'll be multi-balls.
Yeah, hopefully someone will score. So. Right. There's a football game.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The committee of DU players take on the committee of DU Comedy Stock in a 5-a-side match.
Grudge match.
You guys might know this, but you actually have a legend in the studio. Someone who played in the very first DU Comedy Players football match. And it's,
yeah, that would be me.
yeah, it was Valerie.
Yeah. Are you gonna have a token girl on your team, or else am I just gonna have to take on?
I'm not playing. I'm not on the committee.
No, but players. Players gonna.
No, we won't have a token girl.
You have Mark.
I'm playing.
I heard that Mark won it
to be the token girl.
Yeah.
No, wait. Sorry.
Mark be the token girl?
Guys, before we start making fun of Mark, he scored 5 goals in the game. He was the top scorer.
I heard he won it for players.
He won it for players.
Yeah. Well, that's just because we're better. And
well, if Mark Atkinson is winning the game for you, better than shit, it's still shit.
He's not even good enough to get in the team. He's not. Nowhere near. No, it's going to be a walkover, some would say.
Yeah.
To the pitch where the game will start, and then they'll go down.
To be honest, I fear that may be the case. I don't know how good any of our committee are.
I've started Trinity Ladies Rugby as a blast Friday.
Which is good for a football match.
Yeah!
Bear in
I'm fast,
mind,
but I know the rules.
Valerie, bear in mind, in this kind of football, you can't use your hands.
Well,
I know in Clonakilty they played it. Peasant football, as I call it.
But I think Paul Downey might be able to play football.
Is he good? Hopefully. We need someone who's good.
Peter Flanagan.
Welcome to the studio, Peter Flanagan.
That's all we need to do.
Are we going to do some plugs now?
Yes, we're going to plug things. Okay, first.
You plug improv.
Plug it the first.
Yes, thank you. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the PAV, we have the graduation gig of our comedy stand-up classes, where 4 of Trinity's newest comedians will take to the stage for the very first time. They will be Sarah Arga, Killian McNamara, Maisie Richard Cotell, and Robbie Hinkson, I believe his name is. But also, that's only 4 people. That's not very long for a gig. So also, Trinity's finest improv troupe. Also, Trinity's only improv troupe.
They don't have to know that.
The only reason they're the only troupe is because they're so good it scares all the other potential ones off.
Yeah. I'm a one-man troupe. I'm a one-man improv troupe.
Alright, Improv She Wrote shall be opening up with some very funny stuff. I'm sure you'll agree with me there, Gav. It will be amazing.
I've seen Improv She Wrote, and I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that it is the best thing that has been created since the universe itself.
I concur, basically.
Yeah.
No one else? Fine. You've clearly never seen it, unlike me and Gav, who see all their gigs.
Can I make a prediction about the graduation gig? All the love and care and little nurturing that Comedy Sock have done for these new comedians, guaranteed give them a week and they'll be part of DU players. as which has happened with mostly all of them. We give them the talent, they run away.
3 out of 4 of them are already pretty into players.
Yeah. Killian Macna, I've been in everything Manara.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were gonna. I thought you had a list.
I've only had a list of everything he'd been in. It would take too long.
But what's coming up? What's our special treat? Or are we going to keep it a surprise or announce who he is? Because I can't pronounce his name, but James, I'm hoping you know it.
He's got a great name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
John.
some say Liam Hurricane. I like to say Liam Hurricane.
Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
That's what they call him.
He's going to blow the jokes away. I don't know. He's apparently been on TV. I've never seen him, but he's doing us an exclusive preview.
Storyland for RT, but I think it's an internet thing. So he says the term TV is used loosely.
It's been on Crime Watch as well.
He's also
Facebook. We understand.
He's also apparently been on the IT Crowd. Well, I think the thing is, I'm looking at he looks a bit like Chris Morris. So I'm thinking he's just trying to take credit for Chris Morris's
No,
role
I think
in the
he's saying
IT
he
crowd.
used to work in IT.
This is like, lads, this is the guy you've booked for your graduation gig, and you're just like...
Well, he's not going to be listening.
That's like, he just contacted us and we just said, yeah.
And demanded a gig.
We're not paying him, are we?
I've no idea. So, any more plugs?
Should we plug Edinburgh? The city of Edinburgh.
Bill's debuting his new show on Friday night.
He is. April 1st.
Bill's Manual of Style, it's called. It'll be on the International Bar.
6 o'clock, I think.
6 o'clock.
It's also his birthday.
Yeah.
Not today, on Friday, April 1st.
Yeah. So that promises to be a tremendous evening of new comedy.
For anyone renting, it's also when your rent is due, the first of the month. You know, so plug in landlords out there.
Don't forget that.
Mine's due the 9th. I don't know.
Whoa, with a hippie landlord, is it? Renegade landlord.
Or have you just been paying it late?
Edinburgh. Edinburgh Fringe Festival this August. We have several Trinity groups going over. We have No Pants Thursday. Most of us are with us in the studio here. They're going over to do their debut show.
It will be 20 to 11 at night in the Caves.
Yeah. Go
just
check
out of the box.
Just out of the box. That's the little venue there.
And it'll knock your pants off.
Ours will be off before the show.
Yeah.
At least 4 pairs of pants will be knocked off.
Knocked or taken off. It's
or torn off if we get our tearaway request.
We get the budget together.
Also in Edinburgh, we have me and Val debuting our show.
What's it called, James?
Well,
Well, the Earl versus the Instrumentalist is a definite part so far, but also
that's our performer name. That's not the name of the show, which I want to call it Gypsy Hunting.
Can we get the online vote? Can people vote in? It'll be on the Facebook.
Yeah,
Trinity.
we can do Facebook.
Put it on Trinity DU Comedy, but there's no alternative name. So that's going to be a short vote.
Or no.
Or don't perform.
Or run.
You can take my backup name, which is From the Cradle to the Rave.
Oh, wow. I like that. From the throne to the rave.
Well, that just doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Lose all the wordplay.
Yes.
Also we got Brian Marr, who's on the comedy committee, who I've never met. Doesn't say.
I've met him. He's lovely.
Yeah.
I had an intimate chat with him the other night.
I've seen him perform twice.
I can assume he's good.
Yes, yeah, very good.
So yeah, he's good.
She's signing no. Stop giving me the finger, Valerie.
Well, there's also Betrayal Penguins will be going over, Conor O'Toole going over, maybe other people who've just never told us they're going over.
We'll be having people like interviewing or sketches or something for 5 minutes in our show, like people such as Peter Flanagan have promised
I'll be
to
there.
say.
I'll be in Edinburgh. I won't be performing, but I'll be in Edinburgh, so I'm technically going to Edinburgh.
Some people have said your life is a performance, Peter.
Well, this is it. If you consider me handing out flyers and eating cheese
how much and when?
I intend to do both of those things every day. So.
I'm just going to do a selfish plug since everyone's... Are we finished the Edinburgh talk?
Sorry, plug section is over?
No. That's great. Now, I'm just launched a podcast with a friend of mine, Eden McLaughlin. That's not it. Eden McLaughlin. It's called Subject to License. You can find us on the Facebook or the tweet box or wherever. Subject to License, yeah. It's apparently mildly amusing. So, thanks for that plug.
You're welcome yourself.
Yeah.